Hey there.
Hey Donnie, this is the third morning in a row.
Yeah, I know.
Up at 8, out the door after coffee.
Yeah.
Don's taking Jules in today to see if they have any thoughts on the rattle coming from the dashboard.
Yeah.
It's very intermittent.
Right. I mean, it tends to happen when you between 35 and 45. I mean, if you go faster, it doesn't seem to squeak or rattle. But if you are on a smooth road, it doesn't obviously rattle. But if you're on a really bumpy, hit a big bump, it doesn't do anything. You sort of have to be on like
rough pavement,
and then it sort of sets up a little residence or something, and it starts squeaking.
I guess hopefully it's a common complaint, and they have 2 or 3 thoughts about what to check.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they know. Oh yeah, well this is this and this is that, and then we'll give it a shot. And the other reason is, I want to at least get it documented that it squeaks or rattles.
Right, even if they can't figure it out, we can always try again on another appointment.
Yeah, and if that's right, and but with luck, maybe, Jules won't need a lot of service.
That would be good. Ruby didn't need a lot of service, so hopefully Jules will be the same way.
Yep, I agree.
Dawn will be pulling out shortly. In the meantime, let's look at the autopilot settings. And it's still not telling me that I can enable traffic light and stop sign control beta, which implies the maps aren't downloaded. But I have no way of knowing, and Jules has got not great Wi-Fi over here by the carport, but in the garage she had full Wi-Fi, so one would question why did they not download overnight. Here's Dawn. So even if I wanted to start testing that today, I still can't. I noticed stuff was getting ready to go on over here yesterday, but I have no idea what they're doing. Probably something I'm not gonna like, although I don't see anything necessarily. Had a good bit of cloud cover this morning, but it does seem to be burning off, although I think storms are in the forecast for this afternoon. This Trax is not too bad. Slowing down just a little bit is prudent though. It's not the worst country crossing. We do hear the train occasionally. I like being out driving when it's this pretty. And it's cool in the car, even though it's warm out there. I guess it's 81. We'll see if Ruby bumps that up a little bit as we go, since I just took her out of the garage. We're not late, but we don't have a lot of cushion this morning either. See me, I see the Dodge, and I'm thinking fast off the line. I highly doubt Don's noticed the Dodge, and I certainly don't think he's thinking fast off the line. That white Tesla behind me, that's not Don. I think it's a Model Y. Having trouble telling from the front. I'm pretty darn sure it's a Model Y, because there's Don. Don's still in front of me. I stuck my hand out the window and waved. I'm gonna be a good girl and stay in the left lane and follow this traffic, but I don't want to. Yeah, the CRV thinks he's gonna come up here and get in front of everybody. Have fun, bud. You go for it. area right here is a pickup spot. There's a little white sign in front of these cars. So there's two Model Ys that are white. Looks like black interior on both. And then there's a Model 3, a white Model 3. And then maybe that blue Model 3, but I'm thinking not. So I would say these are the next three cars going out. The S that's backed in is not a new car. So here's what my cubby area looks like. As noted, it does not have that place for a wallet or a card on the inside here. It's different. Noted from when we were in that new X a couple days ago. Here's a card I'm going to try to use for the dash cam, and I do have a USB-A. So let me plug that in. This one did not work in Jules, but maybe we didn't format it. I don't know. I'm going to give it another try. So let me come in here under safety and security. I want dash cam safe clips on honk. And let's format the USB device. Are you sure you want to format the device? This device will be formatted as exFAT for use with dash cam. All data on the device will be completely erased. I'm totally good with that. And I see the dash cam symbol next to the Century symbol now. So that's cool. And I guess if we click on the dash cam symbol, I want to see, I don't know, click save footage. Car must be in park to view, saving dash cam footage. Let's click on it again. Let's launch the viewer. And way cool. I'm not moving, but you can see the stuff at the street moving. Highway 70 over here on the right. Looks like it was an 18-second clip. Of course, I hadn't been running the viewer very long, so it's neat to see how the resolution on the rear camera is so crisp, and the colors are what I would say properly saturated and real. Not that this is bad, because it is in color too. But, alright. So we'll close that out, and hopefully the red light will come back on. Maybe. There it goes. I don't know why Sentry mode's off there. Sentry mode's back on since I'm in park. Alright, well that was easy enough. It looks like it saved a clip to that thumb drive, so I think we're good. Well, that was pretty quick.
Wow, I guess this is what they're shooting for. I literally drove up. And of course, you know, our console has stuff in it, and they're going to be working in the console, so I chose to take all my personal effects out of the console. It's totally empty now, and put it in the trunk. And while I was doing that, Drew walked up, the service advisor. He walked up and we started talking about, you know, how I like the Y, and you know, it was really good, a little interaction. We did talk about the squeak, and I told him, you know, obviously it doesn't squeak on smooth roads, but it isn't like when you hit a bump it squeaks. You know, it's more of, it's got to set up the vibrate. You got to get on a kind of a rough road, and it sort of sets up the residency. You know, resonates, and then it really starts squeaking. And I also told him it basically squeaked from day one. I mean, this wasn't a squeak that, you know, it was quiet, and then, because I noticed it pretty much right off. And anyways, the point is, he said the whole experience, the check-in process was painless. He listened to me. He said we could wait. You might be able to find somebody. And I said, well, really, I'm in no big hurry. I said, you know, we're gonna go do stuff, and if you text me, you know, maybe we're still close by, we'll come back and get it. But if not, we will, you know, come back up here and pick it up later.
Okay.
Drew was quite impressed with me, because I had turned off pin to drive already, and I had the key card. He's like, wow.
Yeah, be kind to service and take off pin to drive.
Yeah.
They'll ask you for the card and the fob, but even they sometimes forget about pin to drive, because everybody doesn't use it. So.
Yeah. Well, I would tell you my opinion of pin to drive on the Model 3 or Model Y. I recommend you use it. Well, wait a minute, let me back up. I'm one of the people, the phone is not permanently attached. appendage to me. I leave my phone at home.
He's saying in contrast to me.
Well, most people. I leave it in the garage. I leave it in the car. I have more than once in the couple of weeks we've owned Jules, walked away from the car with the phone in the car. Well, in that case, the only way you're going to drive off in the car is you're going to have to know the PIN. So I would say if you're sort of like me, a little bit absent-minded with your phone, I would recommend you use PIN to drive, because of the fact that you can at least rest assured they may steal everything out of your car, and they may even steal your phone, but they're not going to drive your car away.
Yeah, because Don and I do so many events, granted not as many since COVID, having PIN to drive on is really convenient, because then I don't have to worry about anybody doing anything stupid. I guess if the driver's door's open and they sit in the car and they hit the brake pedal, they could wallop somebody with the door. I worry more about them doing that than I worry about them trying to be stupid and drive off with the car. All right, here's all the new cars waiting for delivery, and I got to tell you, I think it extends up closer to the building, and almost all of them are white. So either that's a, yeah, that blue 3 there is new delivery too. Red 3, white X, midnight silver, and white. So white is really popular right now, really popular. And
there's nobody at the service door.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're kind of caught up today.
Well, the service manager yesterday, she was all over it. She did everything she could to make sure that that line was moving well. And the service advisors were just working the customer they had. It's kind of like when we used to do support. Yeah. You can only help the customer as respectfully and thoroughly as you can help them. And you know, there is a line though between backing up and moving people on and taking good care of people while they're your primary focus. So, but I thought the service advisors yesterday, they just had a lot of people here. It's nothing, you know, to be done but to give everybody your full attention while you're helping them, which they were. I'm driving and Don's chatty.
Yeah, well, I did get caught up on in the car. I was listening to my podcast and just telling Marianne what all the guys on Talking Tesla are talking about, mostly with SpaceX and Mars and things like that. Although they did talk about the latest software update about the what's the thing? Face cooling or something like that.
The passenger side air vent goes off when there's no passenger.
Right.
To conserve energy, but you can adjust it back on if you want to.
Right, and they think that was super sweet. I keep forgetting to look. I have looked one time on Jules and explicitly saw that it was on. I mean, that it was blowing air according to the animation. So I don't know exactly when it decides and how it's. I guess I should hold my hand over there to see if it's actually blowing. It may not have been blowing, but the animation showed the air coming out of the vents.
Don and I are headed into Whole Foods. Ruby's in her spot on the hill. Trunk button's working great. I'm just picking up a few things because you're basically coming right past here.
Yeah.
So much for 2 things.
She meant to say 200.
Not quite as good as Don does Walmart, but Don does Whole Foods. There's more shoppers in here collecting orders for pickup than there are real shoppers today.
I would agree. I know.
Wow, it looks like Whole Foods is ready for hurricane season. Otherwise, why would we have so much water? Somebody out there is missing that I haven't been coming in as often and taking pictures of the cupcakes. Connecting to my vehicle, forward. There you go.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. Just because I can, and also it's the new hardware and stuff. Usually she fails the first time. She didn't fail the first time. That time she just worked. So that could be an improvement.
That's right.
card.
Well, it is the Model X, you know.
That's right.
We do those things when we drive the Model X.
That's right.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where I told you got to make sure before you go down the driveway nobody's coming out. The Ring doorbell security camera went off and told me somebody was down there. Oops.
Yeah, so look, this is a 9-foot garage door. So I'd say these things are 10 feet long. I thought they were 8 feet. They're 10 feet. So that's why they did not fit in the Model Y in jewelry.
Front to back from the screen to the rear door.
So sorry for the confusion.
Yeah.
My bad.
So 8 foot easy, but you probably want to get some foam or a piece of cushion and hold it, or have a passenger hold it so you don't slam it into the screen.
That's right.
And at a diagonal, we had 10 feet.
And it had 10, could put 10 feet in there at a diagonal.
Yeah, so.
With a little room left over, actually.
Yeah. It was the box to send off my MacBook. I don't want to be without my computer. Are you killing a mouse or tearing up work shirts? That's some help you're doing with the clothes. It's helping Mr. Don sort through his clothes. What are you doing, silly cat? She's in a frisky mood. You coming to help now too? That's just what we need. More cat help. Doesn't Don's side of the closet look nice and neat? Now to work on my side. Well, one of us got a nap.
Yes, one of us took care of priorities first.
I've got my MacBook creating a time capsule. I had never done that, and I had a 5 terabyte Seagate drive lying around. It's a fifth of the way through 500 gigabytes because my disk is about full. So there's a couple apps that would be really annoying to have to figure out how to reload my Photoshop Elements stuff. So yeah, I'm sure they're not going to mess with my hard drive, but just in case.
Right.
So we're headed to get Jules.
Yep.
It's a little after 4.
Yep, 4:03.
Yeah, it's been... I'm
Busy
more
afternoon?
out from helping you with your clothes.
Yeah, I got a nice tea here. I made me some unsweetened tea.
Yeah, I had a little sip.
Yeah.
So hopefully. I wouldn't let John drive Ruby today.
Yeah, I don't get to drive Ruby except for to get her out of the garage for her. That's it.
Or what, Donnie?
Or so I can wash her.
Right, you could pull her out anytime if you're going to wash her. That's right. So all that asphalt and dump trucks and cones and all that stuff, the neighbor over there had their driveway done, and there wasn't any place else for those guys to park except on our street. So I was relieved there was no fresh asphalt in our neighborhood.
Well, we're getting some of those afternoon thunderstorms or thunderhead. Look at that. And it goes like straight up.
I am going to wait, so I'll be over, you know, in the corner. Yeah,
right.
yeah. We don't think that's Jules. That pretty Model Y right there is Jules's temporary plate. They all look the same. If I could just see Don's hat. He might have put his hat in the back, though. He said he cleared out the few personal items that we had from the front. I'm just gonna wait here. This is where I was this morning. I'm comfortable in this location. I'll move if somebody needs me to. I still can't turn on traffic light and stop sign beta, so I'm going to reboot. Of course, I have no visibility if the maps are partially downloaded, but the button's not showing up. I'm just gonna try to reboot while I wait. Nope, nada, nothing, didn't help. There's Don. He had to walk all the way out here to get to Jules anyway. Uh-oh, he's coming over to get in this side?
Yeah, everything's great.
Okay.
They said they found the rattle.
Uh-huh.
They said they put some sealant and squeak foam and stuff like that.
Right.
So he said they did test drive it again and no rattle. They definitely said
feel like they had got it.
Yeah, he said, you know, it's what, rattles are what they do. I talked to him about the maps, and
Okay.
he scheduled a service appointment for them for tomorrow morning.
Okay.
To have one of the folks push the maps back down to us. He got our VIN number and all that to pull up our account. So it won't happen tonight.
Right.
But it's possible
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Well, that's fine.
Right.
I'm not over the top impatient about
Right.
it, but I figure at this point we've been on the Wi-Fi for an extended period of time, so.
And then we have gotten, I told him we've gotten the game update, and we've gotten 2 updates, and and it's been sitting there on the Wi-Fi plenty, and we've not got the map. So he said, no problem, they'll re-push it. He knew exactly what to do. So he said, I'll schedule a service for tomorrow morning,
Sure.
and one of the guys will re-push it to you.
Okay, cool. That sounds good.
Way cool. Ian was his name. He was a really nice guy. You know, I said hello to Drew, but he was
Busy.
yeah.
He was doing customer diplomacy, huh?
Yeah, he was doing great. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, there was nothing. It was just, you know,
Okay.
he was just busy.
Gotcha. So, Jules is the white
Yeah.
third car in from the end over
Yeah,
there.
I didn't know that was Jules, but then I
told you Jules was at the street looking at 70. I sent you a message,
Okay,
told you where
I-
Jules was, but you were helping me with my map problem and you
Right.
didn't read that message.
I didn't read that message. That's right. Thank
Yeah.
you for finding her. What I was trying to say is I recognize the tag. I don't know what my tag number is.
But you recognize the date.
Yeah, and
Yep.
Ian also said, what a cool VIN number. He says, you've got to have that's right, 20,000.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And not give it, yep.
Not
I
a
would have
problem.
been devastated if there was a reason why we didn't accept that VIN.
That's right.
They would have had to have brought me VIN 30,000 for me to agree. 25,000 or something.
Or
Yeah.
22,222.
Yeah. Let's see. So let's see how she wants us to go home. I was really hoping to go on the turnpike today.
And the answer is nada. Same way we got here.
Well, the problem is making a left out of here to get back to the turnpike area.
You actually go away from the turnpike. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'll try to deal with all the traffic. As you would expect, there was no charge today to look into Jules.
So I noticed that the vent on the driver's side is on, but not on the passenger side.
Well, I certainly wish I had the big camera. I watched him jump up there. It looks like the hawk I saw the other day. Juvenile, red-shouldered. Obviously, I'm at the environmental park where all of the cool nature birds hang out. Everything okay?
Yeah. Does Johnny have Taekwondo?
He does. I forgot.
No problem. That's why I came out.
Yeah, so I should just stay out of the garage. You want to do the garage door remote control real quick?
Yeah, we could do that if you'll hand it to me.
Yep. Here's the remote.
Yep.
And I gotta hit, what, the home link button?
Yep. And just, you have to tell me exactly what she says.
So if I hit right door, she doesn't do anything. So let me go to settings.
Probably delete it and add it back.
Let me see what it says. Right door. Program.
Okay.
Hitting program. Have your garage door remote ready. Park in front of your garage door. I'm starting the pairing process. Stand in front of the car, point your remote at the bumper, press and hold the button until the headlights flash. Stand in front of the car and point your remote at the bumper, press and hold the button until the headlights flash. May take up to 30 seconds. Signal detected, now learning your remote. This may take up to a minute. We're good. It's doing its thing. I was talking pretty loud. I'm sorry. Tap continue to move to the next step. Recording complete. Train the receiver. Press the learn button on your garage. Press the learn button on your garage door opener.
Okay, I pressed it.
All right, I'm pressing continue. Training may take up to a minute.
It should be working.
It's still thinking. Training complete. Tap continue to move to the next step. Test the new home link. Works as intended. Press save. I pressed it. The door is going up. That works as intended. I am pressing save. Canceling out. We're good.
The key thing for HomeLink is not, I mean, you could do it by yourself.
Yeah, you kind of need a second person.
It's really, if you just have one person read the screen while the other person operates and pushes buttons, because there is a timeout. Either the garage door opener has like a 30-second timeout or the car has a timeout, but the timing is critical. And so we have had no trouble, and this must be the 4th or 5th one time.
Yep. Because we did it with Ruby.
Yeah.
We've had to do it with Ruby with the second MCU. We did it now with Ruby with the third MCU. We did it with the Model 3. Then we did it with Jules. So yeah, Don and I are pros. Thank goodness his HomeLink that's older than Moses. It works right every time.
Yeah. I'm gonna shut the door.
All right.
You can shut it.
Don said to feed him, and I said not until you open the package, which I think might be from Tesla.
No, it's from Amazon.
Oh, it's from Amazon. It is a Prime package, a Prime box. Is it anything I'm going to care about?
Yeah, there's stuff in here.
For the car.
Well, stuff for
charging cables,
stuff.
yeah.
Charging cables. There's stepper motors.
What's that for?
For project.
Okay.
There are...
That's a charging thing.
3-foot charging cables.
So this time my card filled up. Not my battery died, but my card filled up. So what'd you get?
I got this.
What is that?
You don't know what this is?
No. That's to prevent me from hitting the switch that I'm not supposed to hit anymore, huh?
Yeah, and cats.
Right. The cat turns on the fan by accident sometimes.
Yeah.
So what do you call those? Switch plate covers?
Yeah, magnetic switch plate covers. And
they magnet to the screw?
They magnet to the screw.
Okay.
I've got to tell you, they're a little pricey.
They're $1 a piece?
About $2 a piece.
$2 a piece. Big spender today, Donnie. Big spender.
Nothing but the best for my sweetie.
That does actually look nice.
Yeah. Well, it's the low-tech solution to the problem.
I like it though, actually. It looks nice.
Yes.
It looks fashionable and will do the job. I actually haven't been hitting it too much.
Right.
What's that one? Oh, that's to the overhead light too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's another switch we need to label. Because when I go over there, I just start hitting. I need to know what those stepper motors are for. I have a feeling you don't want to tell me because I'll want whatever the project is done yesterday. Right. Please tell me.
That's right. You'll want it probably. So I'm.
Tell me.
It will do the blinds.
Oh, you're gonna make the blinds move! Yay! See, Don watched this guy do a home automation the other day.
Yeah.
And I thought, I think of Don as being in the top, 1% of home automation people since he was doing it before people even had that word.
Right.
And, but he said he was watching this one guy and he had a couple things he didn't have. And one of them was he moved his own mini blinds. So I guess Don couldn't be outdone.
Can't be doing that's right.
We're getting ready to eat and Johnny's done with Taekwondo. So I thought I'd go ahead and put Ruby in the garage. it was pointed out to me in a very kind manner that the navigation, aka map level, is right here underneath the software level. And it looks like it's now updated. So let's go into Autopilot, and sure enough, I can now select it. So way cool and mystery solved, both in where you can see that and why I hadn't it downloaded yet. Maybe Tesla pushed it out to me, or maybe it just really took that. Going back to my IBM level 2 software support days, I probably would put in a change request to clarify where you can see this. And I guess they used the word maps here, but again, it's navigation on the other screen. So I would probably put both words there, or I would put an example screen of where you can see it, where you see your level. And probably the release notes, which is not the most recent release notes, so I don't think I can see. Well, actually, it did kind of have the prior release notes down here. Traffic, when this was introduced, traffic light and stop sign control beta. It doesn't talk there about needing an updated version of the maps. So I don't know if that's because most of the 3s and Ys already had it, or the newer X and the S, and it's just these older cars that need the update or what. But it might have been prudent to have mentioned there. And then I guess on the software screen, I probably would add the word map/navigation data, or navigation/map data, and I probably would make it bold, so that it draws the eye a little bit more. And when the maps are downloading, I mean, I had a progress bar for the gaming update. How about a progress bar for the map update? I mean, I just think any one of those things could have lessened my confusion over it. It was all on me. It was all on me. But I think any one of those 3 things would have helped. And surely I'm not the only Tesla owner that has inquired about the map update.